What is this week's message for the collective? Watching this video, it just almost jumped out. Now they have jumped out. Okay, three cards have come out together. One is the Nine of Cups in reverse. Then you've got the Four of Pentacles and Page of Wands. There's a feeling of dissatisfaction. Somebody is, they've got this sense of dissatisfaction, right? They are not satisfied with something. Um, they feel like they want it all, but they're not getting it. And maybe they're doing something, maybe they've got a goal, or uh, maybe it's like both of those things. And whatever they're doing to achieve that goal, it doesn't feel like it's enough because um, they're doing all this and there's no, especially the emotional kind, like the emotional satisfaction, like the satisfaction that one feels after doing something, it's not there. And they're so hyper fixated on this that they have entered this headspace where they're like really locked in. There's a tunnel vision kind of mindset, and uh, yeah, they're locked in as hell, but they're locked in from a space of feeling like, again, whatever they're doing is just not enough. They need to do more. They need to act more. They need to get, they just need to get more items on the to-do list ticked. Like, because I'm getting that the items on the to-do list are too many. It's not realistic. Like, that's an intuitive thing that I'm feeling. It's too many things. And then when they are not able to achieve all of the action items that are listed on the to-do list, they sort of enter this headspace of feeling like nothing they do is enough, and they're never going to get what they want, like whatever they've set out to achieve. They're yeah, and the more this dissatisfaction grows, the more insecure they become in a material sense, or maybe in a security sense. Like their sense of safety gets threatened. If it's not money related, if it's not finance or work related, then it's definitely related to a sense of safety that should be there, but right now it's not there because, for some reason, this goal is like so important that, it's just, it's like not reaching that goal is sending this person into a space where they're like in fight or flight. And so from that fight or flight space, like they're in a very protective and defensive, they're taking that kind of a stance, and they're very closed off. And that is what I'm getting. um, it's like they've forgotten the world as well. Whatever exists outside of them, whatever, maybe it's their social life, maybe it's just people around them, maybe it's their social life in a sense. um, just the people around them, that their relationships and the people that uh, you know that they're connected to. They're sort of This person has sort of withdrawn from them because they're stuck in this like single-minded. um, I need to do this, I need to get this done, I need to get all of this done. um, they're like really focused on, like they don't realize it, but they're really focused on getting back the sense of safety that they've been lacking. They really want to feel safe. And like the safety thing that I'm saying, it's not going to resonate on a conscious level for whoever's watching this, because this lack of safety angle is happening at the very back of uh, the person's mind. It's talking about like really unconscious patterns that they are probably not even aware of. They're like they're super dysregulated, and these patterns keep emerging, and yeah, these are just really like unconscious patterns. um, so the person is not moving through the world saying, consciously saying that, oh, I want safety. No, that's not how it is. They're more like, oh no, I need to get these things done, because getting those things done is what is going to make them feel safe. And yeah, then again, like, safety is not like a conscious goal. Unconsciously it feels like this will get them safety, you know and so again, I see them like really focused on, um, you know this could be something that they're really passionate about. It could be something that they want to see grow, and it could be, you know a creative, um, it could be, creative pursuits turned into maybe, like business ventures, or um, and that is, at a very, you know it's at a very beginner level. Like, they're just starting something, they're at a very nascent stage of something. Like, whatever they're working towards, whatever this to-do list is about, it's for this thing that they're building, and they're very passionate about building this thing. It could be related to their creativity. I'm also getting that they don't yet know how to control this energy, that is driving them. Because again, like, they're clearly like driven, right? There is like something making them chase uh, whatever this is, and that driving force, they don't seem to be like in control of it, if that makes sense. So how I would see this is maybe nervous system dysregulation. Like, if a lack of a sense of safety is making them do all these things, of course, like, they're not in control of that energy, right? Again, like I said, they may not even be consciously aware of it. So and even if they are consciously aware of it, they don't yet know how to sort of, um, calm this energy down, or control this energy, or channel it in healthy ways, um, which are not as dysregulating. So they're still like learning. They're noticing that, they're noticing that they're able to notice that they are dysregulated. That this, whatever they're doing, it doesn't exactly feel pleasant. you know um, so they've started like noticing it, they're acknowledging it, and yeah, they're like, oh, what's up with this? What's up with this dysregulation? Sort of, what is this? Why am I still so dissatisfied? Why am I, or maybe it's not even about the dissatisfaction. Maybe it's like, oh, why am I not able to achieve all this? And then they're like, of course, I'm not able to achieve all this because I'm so stressed out. And then they're curious about that state of being stressed out, where it is stemming from. So I'm saying that they have started sort of, they're in the beginning stages of that process as well, right? Where they could be, sort of, they could be waking up to, or being made aware of this pattern that has been emerging for some time. Um, so what else is there? What's the message that can help this person going through this? The sign, optimism, and also optimism, giving yourself that sense of safety, because the sense of safety, the lack of safety comes from a place which is telling you that maybe there is a threat of some kind, maybe there is like a perceived danger, if not real danger. Even if it is perceived danger, perceived threat, how do you counter that? How does one counter that? That's what the Sun card is talking about. It's talking about illuminating those underlying reasons that are causing this, and also replacing them with, you know, I don't know, like more positive mental models. So that, so default mode network, right? Default mode network is, okay, let's simplify this. Like, you must have, yeah, like if you don't already know this, whatever you um, are more tuned into, so like whatever you're more focused on, you tend to notice more of that in your environment. Like a red car, you're like, oh, I want this, I want this, I want this, and suddenly you're gonna start noticing all the red cars, all of that model, driving past you on the road, parked in the parking lot, like just in daily life. So you're sort of more tuned to that red car, like that specific model, right? Um, that is what the default mode network does. Um, this is more like psychology, neuroscience related. So you might like, I'm sure I'm not able to explain this very well here. So I would recommend searching this, like just Google this. Perhaps it'll, yeah, just read more about it. Maybe it'll help you understand what I'm trying to say. But yeah, if you are focused on this one negative thing, then you're sort of seeing negative things around you only, like only those negative things, and you're unable to sort of, like, your filter is your mental filter, where information is coming, and like the information is getting filtered through, whatever's getting filtered through is negative, which is causing fear, which is causing this sense of, oh, I'm not safe, in your subconscious unconscious mind, sorry. uh, yeah, and that has to be sort of explored, that has to be questioned, introspection has to be done, in this sphere, um, and connection with your inner child. Maybe there's a reason why, again, like what is the reason for that, what has happened in the past that has primed you to um, have this kind of a filter, which is like, like you can change the filter to filter out more positive things, more like, that's what it's about. Like, what has primed you to sort of focus only on the negatives? Um, because there is a lot of positivity around you, but it seems that you're unable to see it clearly because you're focused on what you want and what you're not able to get. So, replacing that with, again, gratitude, perhaps, what do you already have? I have this, and I'm so grateful for this. Maybe that's one change that can help. So, reframing that filter of your default mode network into a more positive one is one solid advice. And if you're not able to do this alone, of course, therapy is encouraged here. And there's another card over here. Yeah. Page of Swords. You're battling a lot of anxiety and like mental loops, and you're unable to get a grip on them, because yeah, there's a lot of turbulence, and the next level um, is calling for a greater level of mastery on your thoughts, and because your thoughts are sort of, you know if you're programmed to think a certain way, it's going to influence your choices, your behavior, your beliefs. And right now, Yeah, you're at that stage where you need to um, calm these thoughts down, take a look at what these thoughts are, and again, I think I'm just repeating whatever I've already said, because there's a lot of noise, mental noise. There's a lot of cloudiness, which is not letting you see things clearly, which is adding to this sense of lack of safety and this dissatisfaction, and it's also not letting you achieve what you want to achieve. In like maybe you are achieving things, but maybe yeah, maybe you can focus on what you have achieved so far. You know, because you have achieved things, but focusing on what you have not achieved only is not a very healthy way of looking at things, and it is going to increase this sense of dissatisfaction, this emotional, like I'm not happy with myself, and like like I need to do more, I need to be more, I need to you know have more, or I don't, whatever that is, whatever you're experiencing, I think it'll resonate um, as per your situation. Um, yeah, I think yeah. So two cards have fallen, and one is the Six of Swords, and it is followed by the Ace of Cups, which is just adding to the point I've already made. So yeah, you have to sort of make that transition from turbulent thoughts and turbulent mindsets, negative mindsets. Um, you know, you have to make a transition from that and move to a more regulated space. You have to move from dysregulation to regulation, and that is how you're going to sort of feel genuinely satisfied. You know, and yeah, it's like seeing this card and this card together. Like this is a Nine of Cups, right? And it's like it's in reverse. So nine cups. It's not 10 cups. It's not 10 cups. And I feel like this is the missing cup. This is what you're missing right now. And once this transition is made, this will get this, and yeah, it'll turn from this to more of a Ten of Cups situation, which is not here, but like I feel like I want to show you the Ten of Cups card, even though it didn't fall, but that is what I'm intuitively getting, right? Yeah, this is the Ten of Cups, right? And I think this is what you want, and you can get it. You have to do the work. You have to do the work. This is inevitable. Only then you get this. Only then you get to change this to this, right? Okay, I think that's your reading for this week. And yeah, if you need personalized advice, guidance, if you're feeling lost in any way, it's eclipse season right now, so I'm sure many people are going through canon events. Many things are not making sense right now for many people, and I'm here if somebody wants guidance, if they're feeling lost. I am here. Like all the links to my socials and stuff, they're in the description. You can DM me on Instagram and book a reading with me. I am available for that. And yeah, I think that's it for today. This was again a long reading. But yeah, it's fine. See you next week.